Good morning everyone. So today we're at a Ford. It's a Transit Connect. I'll just let you see that. It's a little Transit Connect. Now this thing has a few issues, I would say. So first of all, this is a 1.8 diesel, turbo diesel. I think it's about 90 or 100 brake horsepower. So it's been lying for about maybe 6 months. So you can see a bit grubby up here. It looks like there's a boost leak up here. The battery is totally flat. So we'll take you to the scan tool. So the codes that were generated were fuel pressure control circuit low, fuel pressure, glow plug circuit, EGR, generator field thermal circuit high, lost comm with the ABS control module. And then in the ABS, battery voltage too high, battery voltage too low. Instruments, nothing really there. And lost comm with the BCM. So there's a few. So his complaint is the engine management light was coming on. You can see that there. So we need to address exactly the reason for that. So I would assume it's either the glow plugs, I don't think so, or the EGR, I would think would bring that on. So we'll go and clear the codes and see what comes back. So we're going to here, escape. So quick erase. The guy's complaining about a noise, so watch this. We're having a flat battery. We're currently putting boost into this, and when this cuts off, hear it? It's loading up the alternator. So he was complaining about a terrible noise from the machine, so I think he needs a battery first of all. And that there looks guy. Oh, that's horrible, it's flexing like mad. Oh, dodgy. So that was quite a good test with the little Trek POW. Provided with plenty of power, and they didn't load up the alternator. As soon as we loaded up the alternator, didn't like it. So the code that keeps coming back is the glow plug circuit, but it needs a few stop starts, and eventually the light does come back on. So I think it needs an EGR valve. We'll check that out. So glow plugs can be particularly dodgy on Ford. They become thicker at the end due to carbon build up, so we'll need to wait and see. Let's see, there's some information. A glow plug, you'd imagine it's just one of the glow plugs, I would think. Right, this is going to be a bit better this video because there's that many things wrong with it. I'll get back to you. So you heard in the earlier video the rattling noise, so we're going to do this test again. We believe it's alternator. So we're boosting it, and that really quietens it down, and it's once the battery does the job, it goes back up. Right, Roddy? Quiet. It's quiet. Right? So that's doing its job. And once that cuts off, that's it. It's the alternator. The alternator cannot take a load, so we'll go down and show you the alternator. That's the compressor, and that's the alternator. And indeed, you can feel that through your hand. That alternator is rattling. So I think that needs changed out. Although the funny thing, it is charging. Oh, there you go. So Roddy's turned the power back on. Oh, you feel it, Roddy? There's no any vibration, so cut the power again. Oh, that's it back. Alternator. So that's the alternator removed. That was painful on this thing because it's got a compressor on it. So we think this is 130 amp, and it's difficult to hear. So it's not one of these ones that's got the, what do you call it, the loose flywheel, I don't think. But there is a noise. There's a noise of the bearing inside here once it gets loaded up. So I'll show you that. So there we go. We had to take the compressor out of the thing. You can see there, you take the bolt out the middle. That's an 8mm bolt. And you can see it's a kind of saddle shape. So you just lift that up, and then the compressor comes off, and then you're into the bracket up there. Somebody's done a bit hodgepodge wiring here, but it's okay. Now I could take the compressor off of this because over the years the gas has run out, and I'll show you how you quickly check to see if there's any gas in the thing without polluting the environment. All I done was came to this is the port up here. Take the cap off, and I used a little screwdriver. You just press down for a couple of seconds. If you hear nothing coming out, it's good to go. But always wear rubber gloves, because that's gas and that'll burn your hands. That'll give you a nasty burn. So just keep your hands away, or must wear gloves. Quickly press that, and ours was completely empty. So that's why we removed the compressor. In fact, if there wasn't gas in it, you'd have to get it recovered, and then take the compressor off and get your aircon recharged back up after the job. But that's off, waiting for the new one to arrive. So there is the new alternator, and it comes with some important instructions. So it says that I'll show you this diagram first of all. The plug on the alternator 3-pin connector, there it's right there. So it's got an S terminal, a SIG terminal and an FR. So I take it the SIG's signal, and the FR, I don't know, is that feedback? I don't know. But S, I would imagine, supply. So it's telling you in this leaflet that you should check it with a test lamp and a voltmeter to make sure that you have battery voltage on the S terminal. Now ours is alright. Yes. So there's the information there. Because it says it can cause undercharging, overcharging, and cause the battery light to come on. But that's never been our problem. Our problem was a noise. So there you go, some information about that thing there anyway. So we've put the alternator back on, and we've now changed the diesel filter. So in order to bleed it up, you go for the middle one, which is the return back to the tank. Where's that old filter, Roddy? Or did you bucket it? I'll just show you that. So we've put our pipe onto there, and we're drawing it up through our bulb. So that's it. So there's orientate yourself that way. So that's the middle one. Oops. And that's the return back to the tank, and that's the feed in. So you always draw it through the return, and that fills up your filter. That's what we're going to do. Just draw some diesel up. Roddy's got the stuff there. Let's see. Go. Well, a good amount there. Still got air bubbles, but that don't matter, Roddy. No. It's drawing up lovely. Just go for that, my man. Aye. So, if you already ready, right, I'll just draw that up and we'll rush run it in. What we do is we pop our return back on. So in theory, this should start dandy. Let's try it. Oh. We'll just go for it. There we go. There you go. So the next thing we've done in this today is we've removed the glow plugs. Now they were all kaput because we just took our test light and touched the tip of each one of them, and it never lit when the test light was on battery positive. So we had battery positive to test light, touched all the tips of the glow plugs, and none of them lit up. And we took them to the bench, and you can see them there. All the tips are black, so they have not been working for a while, but surprisingly they came out quite well. Were they ready?
Right.
We're okay, and it's wee 8mm tops. So they're not even taking a current. Nothing. So we'll change a lot. Good practice. So here's a tip. The tips of these glow plugs have very small 8mm nuts on them. 7mm. So they're there. So Roddy came up with this idea. Take a little magnet and put it inside a 7mm socket. Stuff that in there. Place it in, sorry, I shouldn't say stuff. Need to watch my language. And then offer the nut into the socket. That's it. There we go. That's it. Once it gets a grip, anyway. Oops. That's it now, eh? Done. Oh no.
I'm going through. That's a tip, I'm not going to do it.
Got it.
No, because there's too many on it.
Alright.
And then watch this.
Right, we had too many stacks on the magnets. So here we go.
That's it.
There you go.
So when you want to take them off,
Alright. Holds it in here. So there's the wee magnets there. The little stackable magnets. Where did you get them?
you know, Amazon or whatever.
Amazon.
Yeah.
So that was a treat.
See there.
There it's here. Brilliant. Top tip. Right, everyone. So you can see that the glow plugs have been renewed. So what we're going to do is check. There is the main feed. It goes into the glow plugs along the, I think you call that the buzz bar. Goes along there. So my prediction is maybe take about 8-9 amps each. So 8, 6, 32. See 32 to 36 amps, Roddy. On initial. So Roddy will turn the key. We're on DC. It's higher than that, 64 amps. Oh, 12, what's that, 15 amps, 16. Go again, just turn the key on, didn't you start it already? So 56 amps, and it'll start, and it goes down to 0, so that's it cutting off. So, and then just start it already. So you can see there that the amperage slowly goes down as it gives less current or less voltage drops to the glow plugs. So perfect, they're all working. We didn't hit it there. So you can see there, Roddy's taking the test light down through the glow plug and it lights so. But that test is a bit invalid because you don't know with that test if you've got 1 good glow plug or 4 good glow plugs because it's all linked in series through that bar. So when we came to this car at first and we done that test, it didn't light, so we knew then that the 4 glow plugs were kaput. So there's a bit of info. If I'm wrong, you can chime in. Cheers.